We're back for another episode 8 to be exact, of turning $10 into $10,000. If you're new here, hi, I'm Amber and I'm a reseller on various platforms. I have them linked down below. I'm basically on everything. I also do a little content creation on Instagram and Facebook. I have them linked down below as well. But you're here because we are turning $10 into $10,000 kind of quickly. At least I hope so, on a part-time reseller schedule. So I actually work a full-time job as well. But if you haven't seen the other episodes, don't worry, I'll get you caught up. So in the first episode, I bought a calculator for only $5.99, and I sold that calculator for a profit of $40. And then I went to the thrift store again to buy some more inventory to resell online. And basically, we've been snowballing all of that profit right back into our challenge bank and using that money to buy more inventory and just going again, basically until we reach $10,000. But this is what we have left over in the challenge bank, $379.77. But I have a lot to update you on. I know I try to do these uploads about every 2 weeks or so. It's kind of hard on my schedule, but it is what it is. So first, these Puma platform sneakers sold on Poshmark for $30, and so what goes back into the bank is $24. Then these Sorel Kate boots sold on eBay for $100, and back in the bank is $85.05. Then these UGG micro boots sold on Mercari for $34.20. So back in the bank is $29.79. Pretty crazy that boots were selling for me in May when typically they do not. Hopefully that trend stays for the summer because I have more boots listed, and I'm not afraid to pick up boots in the summer because I'll either hold on to it until the winter. If it's a good deal, you know, I'm not going to pass that up. And then these Birkenstock London clogs sold on eBay for $70, and so back in the bank is $60.12. Then these vintage Renegade paintball pants sold instantly within 3 minutes on eBay for $45. So maybe I priced them a little low, but they had like some pilling, and inside the waistband was like a little separation. Not really, it was like a little tear, not a hole though. But apparently those are very sought after. The vintage Renegade. It just said like Renegade right on the front. And my husband actually found them at the bins, and he was like, these are great. And I'm like, okay, sure. And then I looked them up and I'm like, oh, okay. So don't challenge my husband at the bins. But anyway, back in the bank is $37.42. And then this Torrid bra set of 3 sold on Poshmark for $40. So back in the bank is $32. Then this new with tags Eloquii black top sold on Poshmark for $45. Back in the bank is $34.50. And then the Lego Harry Potter set sold on Poshmark for $31. Back in the bank is $24.80. And I'm going to pause because when I say back in the bank, that is what I was paid out from Poshmark, eBay, Depop, whatever, because I already took out the cost of goods. If you recall from the previous videos, I always minus what I spent at the bins or whatever thrift store I'm at. So yes, that's what that is. And then just a Stanley lid sold on eBay for $16. I feel like you can't even get that much for a basic Stanley now. I mean, they only retail for like, the small ones are like what, 30, and the big ones are like 40-ish. But like lids get broken and things like that, and they don't want to buy a whole new Stanley, or it's a sold out color or something. I guess if it's a sold out color, then the Stanley would probably do good as well. But you know what I mean. So like don't discount just, you know, lids at the outlet or whatever. Just look them up. You never know. So back in the bank is $10.17. And then this Lulu's lace bodysuit, which is from so many episodes ago. I'm glad it finally sold. Like, I knew it would. It's so cute, like, for wedding and honeymoon, things like that. But it sold on Poshmark for $38. So back in the bank is $30.40. And then this Marcella NYC black top sold on Depop for $50, which I didn't think it would sell on Depop. I was thinking more eBay Poshmark. It's not like a Depop standard brand, you know, like where people think it's all Gen Z and it has to be trendy and things like that. That just goes to show that anything can sell on Depop, and I mean anything. But back in the bank from that is $41.83. Also, why I love selling on Depop. They take like nothing. It's zero selling fees, but they have a processing fee, and I did boost that listing. But you don't have to. Then the American Girl kit doll with the little book sold on Poshmark for $15. So back in the bank is $12. Then a new with tag Spanx bra sold on Depop for $40.50, which again, I didn't think was going to sell on Depop, but whatever. And a lot of people don't like Spanx anymore, and I get it. Some of their leggings do not sell anymore, especially like the faux leather ones were all the rage a couple years back or so, and now they just sit. So that sucks. But some of the bras and other pants, like the wide leg pants, they still do well. You just gotta do your research. So back in the bank from that bra is $33.79. Then this new with tags J. Jill top sold on eBay for $30. So back in the bank is $22.34. Whew. I told you there's a lot to go through. We're, I don't know, halfway done, and then I got to tell you Plato's and Once Upon. Then the Ariat jeans sold on Poshmark for $40. Back in the bank is $30.50, which someone on Depop was like, $15? I'm like, what? And then the next day they literally sold for $40, so yeah. This Lululemon scuba jacket that was very flawed, if you remember from my haul last week showing it, but it sold very quickly for $14 on Depop. And so back in the bank is $11.91. So definitely don't be afraid to pick up some flawed Lululemon pieces if they are pretty new and trendy still, like the scuba jackets. They will still sell, just not for a lot, but at the bins, that was maybe $2 at the most, so... Then this Dooney in Burke doodle wristlet. I shouldn't have picked it up, first of all. I thought I could save it, and my dumb butt put it in OxyClean, not even thinking about the leather because it was discolored. I soaked it in there, and I forgot about it when it was drying to leather condition it after. And it might have been already too late. I've never done that before. I've never soaked anything leather, so I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like, let's just try. Let's just try to get it out. Like, I probably would have listed it for the same price anyway. It sold for $5, so I have $2.05 back in the bank. I wouldn't have been comfortable selling it for more than that, how it was discolored anyway, and then I even screwed it up even more with the leather being all like really stiff and crackly. So don't put that in OxyClean. Maybe just do like a little paste instead of just dunking it like I did. You know, you're always learning as a reseller, whether it's brands or inventory management or just basic cleaning methods. You're always learning. But, you know, someone still wanted it. So at least it found a new home and it's not in the landfill. Okay, and another brand I did not know about is called Chicken Legs. Sounds weird. So my cousin held up these chicken leg shorts in the bins, and I was like, ha ha, chicken legs. Like, Are they saying that, like, it's for skinny legs or something? Like, you know what, when people say chicken legs, you know, because they're, like, really thin. And I was like, haha, like, that's funny. I doubt they're worth anything. Then I looked them up, and yeah, they're not for much. They only retail like $45, but they were selling for like 20 bucks. And I was like, yeah, from the bins. They're very thin, lightweight. So I was like, we can make a couple bucks. So I listed this first one that was green with sea turtles on it and had no flaws, excellent condition. I listed it for $22 and it sold in the same day or next day. I think it was within like 10, 12 hours. I don't know. And so, yeah, $22, and back in the bank is $17.60. And then I had two others, but they had flaws. So I was like, you know, that sold instantly. So maybe I'll throw these up for $25 because they had flaws. So I'm not going to put them up for that much. And they sold instantly too on Depop for $17. So back in the bank is $13.89. So definitely be on the lookout for those. Apparently they're very big in the running community. Every reseller that I've talked to that has sold that brand, it has sold very quick, as long as you reasonably price it and things like that. So yeah. And then this Play by Little Sleepies gray sweatshirt in a Halloween print, and it was May when it sold on Depop. Again, I didn't think that was my target platform, but whatever. Sold for $15. So back in the bank is $14.03. Like, that's insane. 97 cents is all that they took from me. I love that. I love Depop. And then this Gymboree baseball tee, it had flaws on it, discoloration and missing a top button, but it sold on Depop for $10. It was vintage, so that's why I decided to take it and list it, because I knew someone would want that. So back in the bank is $9.19. Again, very low taken from me. Yeah, love it. And this vintage Hawthorne Hill pillow sham sold on eBay for $26. So back in the bank is $18.26. I love being able to pick up some linens and new with tag vintage stuff from the bins for sure. Yeah, she asked me if I had like any more of that set, and unfortunately I didn't find any, so. But that would have been cool because she was looking for the whole set. So if you have something like that, or, well, she probably wants, you know, the actual Hawthorne Hill from that vintage year. I think it was 97 or something like that. Message me. I'll give her your username or vice versa, and you can make a sale. And then this Lululemon black keychain that I literally dug out of the bins. I mean, all of this stuff I think was from the bins except one, but literally it had like keys and stuff on it, and I was like, why is no one picking this up? It's freaking Lululemon. Like, it weighs nothing. And I just took those keys off because they weren't relevant to me. Hopefully there wasn't anything important. I don't know. But yeah, it sold on Depop for $14. So back in the bank is $11.37. I did have a boosting fee on that. So that's from all the platforms. And then from Plato's Closet, they took 15 items for $86.54. And then Once Upon a Child took 38 items for $58.20. So yeah, that's over 50 items rehomed just from Plato's and Once Upon a Child. I love being able to do that. I mean, it goes straight to my community and people can buy it without having, you know, to dig through the bins for themselves, and they can find cute, trendy pieces for less than retail. You know, that's why I do this. I love being able to, one, give back to my community by selling to my local stores, and then two, I'm always selling below retail price. Like, I'm not a scalper. I know resellers get a bad rep, but me personally, I'm not a scalper. I don't go to a store, buy out their whole product, and then raise the price. I mean, if you do that, fine. That's your business. It's not my business. But I just don't like that resellers get a bad rap. So, yeah. But anyway, so let's go on to the haul. I already went, of course, like usual, to the Goodwill Bins. So, as always, I was kind of bad and I went to the Goodwill Bins for this challenge 3 times in a row. It's always so hard for me to get the camera straight on my little phone stand thing. Anyway, yeah, 3 times. So the first time I spent $57.50. Then I spent $88.39. And then the best day, I spent $165. Yes, this is a lot of pounds coming through. All right, I'm gonna first start off by showing you what I'm taking to Plato's Closet and Once Upon a Child, because I want to get them to their respective stores and get that process moving. I'm a little bit behind on things, doing some consignment. I had 3 consignment clients last week give me their stuff, so trying to get that going. But then I should be able to get listing my other stuff that's not going to Plato's and Once Upon a Child, but we're gonna start there for now, so it's a little easier for me, so I can get these washed up and then taken care of. First, we have some Lululemon leggings. The reason I'm not listing these is because they kind of have some pills and they are a smaller size and an older style, so not that easy to move for me. I swear the bins always there's always something, like a spot. Like you can't even see it on the camera. You can't see it on the oh, there we go. Yes. Hopefully that comes out. It looks like it might not. It looks like it's oil, but otherwise this was a very cute Adidas crop top, but now I'm sad. I found several Harley Davidson shirts. Some of them are local to me. Some of them are like this, like Las Vegas. They usually have a section for men. Usually I think I've seen a couple women's spread throughout, but they usually do men's in like a section that says Harley Davidson. Maybe it just depends like what promos and like events they are doing there. I don't know if every Plato's does that, I assume, but right now it's like their golf event, but I think they have like other events like that, like more biker core and things like that. So we'll see. This says a small, and I'm honestly, it looks like men's to me based on the sleeve, but I'm not too sure. This is from 2015, so I'm not sure if they will take it, but we're gonna give that a try. This one says it's from 2023, and it's in my home state, but not where I live, kind of more down south in Plainfield. So maybe, hopefully, the washer gets out most of this, like fuzzies on it. It's not like discoloration or anything. The graphic is a little bit distressed, but it kind of looks better that way, you know, more rugged. Let's see. I think these were all a small. So some woman or man must have got rid of all their stuff, but this one's really cute too, from Dayton. This one says 2024, which still isn't within their limits, you know. They typically want 18 months, so 2024 is 2 years old already, which is kind of crazy. Now this one's really cute. This one's from Honolulu, and you know what, I forgot I put that in this pile. I'm actually going to keep this one because I feel like a lot of people don't get out to Honolulu, you know, like it's kind of harder to come by. So I'm going to keep this one and sell it on my own, and you know, if it doesn't sell within a specific amount of time or whenever I get tired of it, whatever, I can probably always take it to Plato's. So then I have this cute American Eagle mini skirt. I believe I checked that it was newer. No, this is one I didn't have. What's this down here? Oh, wait. Okay. It's from 23, so what I do, I just rip that out. Gone. Now they don't know. I mean, obviously based on like, American Eagle has different tags throughout the years, but this one is pretty modern. I don't think they've updated their logo recently, so they won't be able to tell really when the year was, and it's still on trend and cute. So I hate when they go by like the years on there. Like, it's so annoying. Like, if it's on trend, like, okay, my Plato's Closet literally had like granny core in there, so like, yeah, that's on trend, but like it kind of goes against their 18-month policy. Maybe that's more towards mall brands and stuff like that, because I think my cousin said that he actually took some sportswear that was vintage and they took it. So like, I expect that from like Crossroads, because I don't think they even say, like, I don't have one by me, so I'm not sure, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I have sent stuff into them and I don't think they said anything about a specific time frame, just on trend more, but whatever. Doesn't really concern me because it's not around me, but I gotta abide by the Plato's rules or go around them, you know? Same with this like Nike quarter zip. I believe it is from, yeah, fall 18. But like, how does a quarter zip like this go out of style? It doesn't. But if they literally looked at this, and I'm sure, I'm not like blaming the employees or anything, it's probably more like the owners of Plato's Closet. They're like, no, you can't take it if it says this year or whatever. Like, it just bugs me. Okay, something for Once Upon a Child, finally. These Nike little pants. And I'm not too sure about these Judy Blues. I don't think they're too much in demand anymore, but they were in very good condition in a 14W, which I'm pretty sure my Plato's takes. I think they take up to a 20 or 22. And I feel like there's never a lot in plus size, so I was thinking they might need them. If not, I could probably sell them on my own for like 20 bucks or so, 20, 25. And we have a Lacoste polo. This cute Nike shirt. Oh. Let me see if there's a date in here. No date. So someone either cut it out or it didn't have one. I don't know. But it's screen printed, like this is newer than Nike tee. This girl's skirt from Children's Place. Can never go wrong with things like this. Unless, of course, they're overstocked in that size for some reason. Carter's. This other cool Nike. If they don't take it, then I'm probably going to keep this for myself and have it a little oversized, but... Then we have a kid's Jordan. We have a Lululemon. I'm hoping this spot will come out wherever it went. There's a couple of spots, of course. It's white. It's white and it's from the bins. So hopefully that comes out. If not, I'll list it. It is seemingly a bigger size. I have a shirt like this, and like this is like 2 times what mine is. So I'm thinking maybe it's like an XL or something. I mean, it's supposed to fit oversized anyway. Cat and Jack. Cute little Frozen. I swear I picked up the Anna one too, but maybe it had a flaw and I put it back. I can't remember. But I didn't see it when I was sorting through for Plato's and Once Upon a Child. And we just have a Vineyard Vines. I think these have date as well. Yeah, this is from 19. So we're getting that out of there. Another Vineyard Vines, several of those as well. And this one, as far as I could tell, I don't know, there is one tiny spot. The bins deceives me again. And this is from 19 as well. I'm ripping that out. Here's another Vineyard Vines hoodie, lightweight. This one's already ripped out, so who knows? But probably around the same time, I would say. Looked like it was all donated from the same person. Kids Champion. I debated going back and forth with these. They are Show Me Your Moo Moo. I've never seen their pants out in the wild before. And they are flare legs, so I feel like I could, I don't know. I'm sure I could sell them on my own, but hopefully Plato's will take them since they're flare leg. I could sell any of this on my own, let's be real, but you know what I mean if you've been around with this journey for a while. Old Navy. Old Navy new with tags. Little Christmas set for kids. Some Airy leggings. They're the flare leg as well. Oshkosh, a little denim dress, so cute. We have a Columbia that needs a wash for sure. Baby Gap. REI jacket. What are these? Abercrombie and Fitch. These are the high-rise 90s Relax in a 34 long. So again, another bigger size that hopefully they need. Oh, and it was so cute. It has like a little cherry embroidered there. A new without tags men's polo, but it does have like, where they go, like this little sticker there. Two pairs of swim trunks. This Arizona State University sweater. New with tags Fabletic shorts. Kids new with tag Old Navy pants. Some Patagonia shorts. Garanimals kids pants. This Adidas cropped hoodie. They also have, which I forgot in the other one, they have the year in it as well, and this is from 19, so we're going to snip that out. I can't pull it out. Not strong enough for that material. But just a little snippy snip will do. Ah, this is adorable. It's just Carter's though, but it's so adorable. Then a Lululemon zip tank top. I have one of these. I might sell mine eventually, but I'm pretty sure that they will take this, and it'll probably be a slower sell for me. I mean, it is golf season. I don't know. I always go back and forth with the Lulu pieces. I have a love-hate relationship with them. Bigger sizes and newer styles obviously do well. This is somewhat newer. I mean, it's not like it's like 2020 and above for sure. But I don't know. I'm just gonna give it to them. Like I said, the main goal for this challenge is to make money like fast. So I just picked this up. I'm sure they're not going to give me much money if they even take it, but it's literally lightweight, and it is new with tags, Notre Dame. Some Zara shoes and some Capelli New York sandals. Patagonia sweater. Some Lululemon pants that need some obvious help. I'm gonna wash them and then depill just there real quick and hope for the best. If not, I'll save them and trade them into the program. And then this pink bra, if they don't take it, I might wear it. All right, some rapid fire going on. Ralph Lauren top. Nike little bodysuit thing. Timberland onesie. And a Nike one piece. "90 Degrees girls." Vineyard Vines. What year is this? Ooh, this is a 2016. Okay. This one might be hard to sell to Plato's. I mean, to me, the logo looks exactly the same, but I don't know. This is the performance line, so maybe it'll be fine. Gilly Hicks sports bra. North Face, which I usually do the trade-in program with this, but it is actually really nice. Like, some of the stuff I'd pick up is not that great. This does say from spring 22. So, make sure the style number. No, the style number is on that, so I can't really take that off. But I thought maybe they would look past that since it is really nice, and they usually need more men's t-shirts. So, crossing my fingers, we'll see. Then we have Urban Outfitters, BDG, little top, thermal, I guess it's kind of a thermal. Then a Zara, kind of like sweater shirt. Audrey Camille, this cute dress. And I can't remember if I said, but I actually signed up for, I think it's called Reselling. I think that's how you say it. There's like a consignment place here or close to me that is popping up. So whatever doesn't sell on at Once Upon a Child, like before these videos and the thread-up boxes that I do for them, I'm gonna tag and go to Reselling. So whatever you've seen here might not sell at Once Upon a Child, but might sell there. I'm keeping track of what's for like the challenge and what I got from thread-up boxes separately. So yeah, so we'll have an update with that. That's not until like the end of July. But what is this? I already forgot. I looked at it multiple times. Carter's. New with tags, Under Armour. Who knows? They're kind of picky with Under Armour. With it being new with tags, I hope they don't really investigate too much, because, oh no, it's fall 2025, so it should be good. That's like 6 months old. I don't know who's donating any more earlier than that. Not my business. And some Levi's. Ooh, I don't know what, did I drop? I might have dropped this one. Hopefully that comes out. It has some spots on the back, but it was Zara. A Wicked Alphaba tee. Nike sports bra. It's like a college basketball zip up. Another Timberland onesie. Ralph Lauren with the teddy bear, so cute. We got another Harley Davidson. This one's from the museum in Milwaukee. I would keep it, but there's really, I don't know, it's really not that cool of a graphic, so I don't know. DKNY. Purdue top. Juicy sweatpants. Two crop tops that I have no idea what the brand is, but I thought they were like a vibe, and I thought Plato's would take them. Just Z and M. I think that's so cute. And this one, same brand. Just some lips on it, you know, crop top. Another Nike tee. Disney fleece jacket. I don't remember picking this up, so I guess it's gonna go to Plato's. Another reason. Maybe that's a band? Question mark? Again, I don't remember picking this up either. This jersey for Notre Dame. I don't know. Maybe my cousin put it in there and I didn't know. Some men's American Eagle shorts. And these say they're from 22, so we're gonna take that out. Then we have some American Eagle high-rise jegging. I'm not sure why I picked them up. They're from 24, which again, that is 2 years, so I'm not sure what they'll do with these, but we'll give it a whirl. They haven't been taking jegging, so new with tag Purdue. What are these? Born to Wheel. I don't remember. Oh, there's Zara. Some cute Zara overalls. And another Vineyard Vines. Let's see when this is from. Probably 2019 like the others. And 2020. What a year. I don't know why I picked up this Oakley. It doesn't even have the string, so I feel like they're not going to take it. But here goes nothing. Another Nike bra. This Altered State dress. So cute. American Eagle mom jeans. Not sure why I was picking these up. I don't know. These are from 21. I don't know what was wrong with me. Very weird. Let's see. Carhartt. And new tags Purdue. Old Navy, but look how adorable. Okay, last 3 items. Harley Davidson. What is, oh, it's a small as well. This is the front, and it is from, looks like, yeah, Chicago area. And here's the back. So it's going to Plato's. And then we have a Sunday Best little faux leather mini skirt. Super small size, 00, but they usually like Sunday Best and Aritzia brands. And lastly, this Nike bra. So I got a lot of laundry to do with that. But here's the rest of the haul I got.